where he was taught to respect every religion. They used to celebrate or join all the religious festivals with equal fervor, and spirituality is the essence of his worldview. The title of Ankor's speech is Swami's Question. Ankor Bora, Swami's Question. Swami's Question, Ankor Bora.
Only when it is dark enough can you see the light. Creation is a play of shadow and light. Life alternates between tragedy and triumph, and in the midst of darkness, hope flickers like an evening star. Madam Toastmaster friends, with the onset of coronavirus, my teenage daughter was almost pulled into a state of melancholy. She had been affected by the daily news of people dying and was deeply troubled when she read a news about a little boy in San Antonio, Texas, who lost both his parents. The virus stole his young mom and dad within 4 months apart. And this 4 years boy had become an orphan. My daughter's question was, why our Creator, the forever merciful, would let horrible sufferings of these innocent children? Friends, the same question must be raising in your mind as the virus continues to ravage our world. As you, I, and millions of others in the midst of this pandemic grapple with this hopeless situation, a chance encounter I had with Swami when I was a teenager comes to my mind. He asked me a series of questions and illuminated my mind with an analogy of light and shadow. We all may be familiar with the term Swami, a guru, a teacher, seeker of truth, who follows the path of renunciation to serve humanity as a spiritual teacher. Although I grew up in India, I never met Swami till I was 15 years old. And I was not even aware about Swami and their purpose till I met one via an astoundingly unlikely event, a Bollywood movie. A blockbuster movie had been released, and some of the boys we sneaked out from school to go to the movie theater. During those days, a film was screened through a projector. The movie reels rotated, light from the projector fell onto the screen. The images were created. And we see heroine dancing. That day, as we settled down to watch the movie, there was a sudden power outage. The theater had a standby backup generator, but even it failed. There was no other alternative but to wait for the repairman to come and fix the situation. As we had nothing to do, I wandered around and then noticed a building adjacent to the movie theater. I pass by it every day, but never given any thought to it. But that day, as I looked closely, I realized it was a shrine. As I entered the imposing building through the main hall, I saw a figure in saffron robes of Swami. Immediately, I felt a sense of calm and reverence. A tranquil presence seemed to surround the master. He asked me, "What brings you here?" I was a bit embarrassed, but told him the truth. I had come to watch a movie. Breaking into a smile, he began a series of questions. Who is the creator of the movie that you see in the screen? As the heroines, I replied. To my surprise, he replied, "Their mere projection. It is the stream of light that creates the animation, sound, and the movement." I was awestruck by that profound statement, as if a divine voice had spoken to me. Continuing with the conversation, he reached out and lifted the window. A bright stream of sunlight filled the room. Tapping on my shoulder, he pointed to the beam of light and said cheerfully, "Creation is a motion picture. It's just a play of shadow and light. When it is darkest, you see the brightest." The message of the Swami on that beautiful day continues to resonate still today. In the moment of crisis, we can seek divine guidance, peace, and happiness. One can always find hope within himself or with others. I thought how beautiful life truly was when the community in San Antonio came together to celebrate the birthday of the boy who lost his parents. Community members in San Antonio turned up and filled his day with a parade of drive-through cars, birthday cakes, Santa Claus, and outpouring of love and kindness. That boy's heart, I'm sure, was filled with happiness, and he is never going to be alone. That day, when my daughter was troubled, I consoled her. But on the birthday of that boy, when I saw the poignant images of people celebrating, I asked my daughter, "What is happening in the news today?" She replied, "I see people being kind to this little boy." Then I questioned, "Who's the creator of this magical moment?" She said, "These people." But my reply was, "It's the play of shadow and light. When it is darkest, you see the brightest star." Madam Toastmaster.